So today we're going to do something which I don't know if it's weird or not, but it's something that I thought of, and it's my top 10 female characters that you play as, and I realized I don't have a lot of them, but I have enough to make this video. So the first one I'm gonna do put I want to say is CY Girls. It's pretty good game, action packed.
You've never played
Yes,
it.
I have. I have played it. I played the Chinese. I played the Chinese chick. I haven't played the blonde. And
You have to play one to play
no, you can play them. You can play them separately. But I played this one, and it was pretty good. Very very Oriental, very Japanese style. Very like I played. I mean, a little bit with the girl, and you're mostly shooting things. As for this one, you know, you play use a samurai sword, and I mean, you do use a gun, but you use a samurai sword. So, and this isn't my copy; it's my sister's copy. That's now the next one. Final Fantasy 10-2. I thought it was a pretty good game. I really thought it was a pretty good game. Cause you know, it continues the story, but with Eunice, staying. So Eunice pretty good in my opinion. I thought it was really good. I mean, it was literally no Final Fantasy 13 was the first one I played, but this is I don't know, but this is all female characters. Now next one, Medal of Honor Underground. Yes, the only one you actually play as a woman, which I really don't know why they did that. I mean, you could picture think about it. Women spies in the army, they could do a lot more. Think about it. Mm. That's my opinion. You know what a man can do, a woman can do, but it's pretty good. Very interesting. All right, my next one, Alien uh, Isolation. It's pretty good, really good horror. I thought it was really good horror game, and you play as Ellen Ripley. You play as Ellen. You play as Ripley's daughter. Amanda Ripley, and it's pretty good. Really, really good. I remember I playing it, and I'm like, oh, it's like in the middle of the night. Don't play this in the middle of the night, literally. No, it's because you'll scream a lot, and then you'll wake people up, and the people are like, hey, we're trying to sleep, so don't play this. Yeah, or unless you have friends, unless you're with your friends and they really don't have nothing to do, they just probably just lay at your house, or they don't really work, and they're up half of the night. Then you can do it. But if you live with a bunch of people that love sleep, don't play it at night. That's my saying. Next one, this one, Velvet Assassin, which is pretty good game. Very, I mean, I started getting into stealth games, and this one is very hard. If you're looking for a very good stealth game, play this one. It's really really hard. It's a good game, but it's really good. I think it is. It's pretty much during World War II. It's really cheap, and it's a really cheap game. I don't know why, but somebody watches. I watched his videos. He recommended it, so I was like, you know what? Let me look at it. Watch some videos of it, and it's a pretty good. And I think it's really good. Really tough game. Really really tough game, but you know, it's really good. Next one. I'm trying to decide. Let's go with this one first. All right. What? I thought it was a really amazing thing, and the girl who plays this is the voice of Shaundi. Well, from number two. So that's why I was like, oh, dude, Shaundi is the stoner going to play, and then playing her as this. You're a gun blazing. You have guns, and you're swapping things. Very old style. It kind of reminds me of those. It kind of reminds me of like the grindhouse movies, the way they are, and the kind of 70s look to it. The way it would go into these commercials saying, "Please go." please go, into the theater and buy some popcorn and stuff like that. I loved it. And okay, and it was really good. Now I think we're down to our last three, and I dropped the camera. No, down to our last four. Now, two of these are from the same systems. I couldn't figure out which one I really want, but they're both amazing. But I'm gonna start off with this one. So this is number 4, top 4. Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider. It's really good. I mean, this is the original. I started it all. Kind of challenging for nowadays. People nowadays is like, oh, it's more easier to this. This is. When I first started playing this, I remember I would literally suck. I got so confused about jumping back because for some reason, either that or just the controller I had was all messed up. But I would jump backwards and it would go forwards, and it was like the weirdest thing ever, stuff like that. But this is Tomb Raider, Lara Croft play as, really good. Now here we go. Next one. Beyond Two Souls. I thought this was the most amazingest game I ever played. When I saw it and everything, I was like, dude, you play as Ellen Page, from she was in Insurgent, she was in Insurgent. She was Juno. What else she was in?
Was it Juno?
Yeah, she played the.
Oh,
she was
that's
Juno.
Ellen Page.
She was in Wipeout, which was like a roller skating kind of movie. Pretty good. I mean, she's pretty good, but actually make a game as her in it, and it was really good. I mean, I loved the ending the way it was, but there was like so many different endings and so many ways to go about it. I mean, David Cage's work is amazing. I mean, when I first got a PlayStation 3, I immediately went out and bought Heavy Rain. I was like, dude, I gotta watch this. And then I played, I played this one, and then I played, what's the other one? I can't remember what it's called, but I don't know. It started with an I. I can't remember. Indigo Prophecy, and it was pretty good. I mean, it's like watching. It's like pretty much the way it is. It's like you're controlling the way you want it, and it's just a really amazing way. I mean, it blew my mind when I played it. I mean, I was like really interested when I saw it on the game guides. Now we're down to the top 2, and these ones are kind of a little like what I really want with them, but they're really both good games. And you can make your opinion, say, oh, why'd you go with that one or why'd you go with this one? But the one I'm going with for number 2 is Resident Evil Nemesis. I mean, you play as Jill Valentine, being chased by Nemesis. It's I do believe, one of the best Resident Evils out there that I actually finished. So that's why. Because I mean, this one's really fast if you picture it. It's a really fast game, but it's really amazing, and it tells a story of how Raccoon City finally disappeared and destroyed by the end of the last few hours, and it's really good.
Do you think he just died?
What? Let's see that. Dude, look at this guy's eyes. If you can see it, it's kind of like buggy-eyed eyes. Okay. Now, for the last one. And that is Tomb Raider. When I bought this, I just got my job. My job. I'm still working with, which I love the job because they allow me to do whatever I want. Yeah. But when I first got my job, with my first income, I went out and bought this because I was like, dude, like it just came out.
It got peed on.
And it got peed on. It just came out, and I just got my job, my first job, and I was like, wait until the next paycheck. So I was watching videos, good like that, and then for some reason, that paycheck was so huge. It was like $600-700. That was my first one. Now I make $600-700 now, but back then I would make like maybe $230. It's about $300, and then it was like a $600 trick. I was like, so I went out and bought a PlayStation 3, and I went out and bought the whole Tomb Raider series, and I was like, yeah. And I told myself when I
you made me carry it home.
With pizza, I carried the pizza home, and I. and I was like, I told myself I want to beat all of them before I play this one, but technically this is the first one. This is the origin story of Tomb Raider, of her, because if you see play all the other ones, she's a badass just shooting it around. As for this one, she's very scared, very naive, and I can't wait for the other one and the next one that's gonna come out, and it is exclusively for Xbox 360 and Xbox One, which I don't know. I'm not gonna get an Xbox One yet. Down the road, I'm gonna get one. But now, this is my opinion. Whenever they make the next Grand Theft Auto game, then I'll figure out what system I'm on. So that's pretty much down the road, maybe two more years. So that's that. So this is my top 10 female characters you play as. And next, I'm gonna do the top 10 male game characters you can play as, which I think it's gonna be a little harder, but this is my decision of what I feel happy with. So thank you for watching, and I'm gonna do some more videos later. Bye.